gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
A 7-year-old is dead after playing with a loaded gun in North St. Louis County. Police say it is another senseless death. Fox 2's Patrick Clark is live with a look at how this happened. Patrick?
Yeah, Mandy, earlier today, Berkeley Police, as well as St. Louis County Police, as well as the county prosecuting attorney on the scene and answering questions earlier today about this shooting involving a 7-year-old allegedly playing with a loaded gun. The police got the call around 10:20 this morning.
Wow, so obviously, guys, we have a tragedy underway. A 7-year-old with a loaded gun. I mean, it's absolutely insane. How is this occurring? I don't know. But obviously some negligence going on. And look, we all make mistakes, but to have your kid get a hold of your strap, definitely not something you want to do.
They arrived on scene to this tragedy. This all happening in North County in Berkeley earlier this afternoon in the 6700 block of Larry Lane. This is outside the Mint Townhome Apartments where the incident took place. We're told inside a parked vehicle, a white pickup truck parked out in front of the apartments there. Police believe this was an accidental shooting involving a just-turned 7-year-old playing with a loaded gun. Now, earlier today, the Berkeley Police Chief Art Jackson on the scene with the St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney Wesley Bell, and this is what Bell had to say about this shooting and gun safety.
This is a problem with respect to what we're seeing with not only gun violence, but even accidental gun shootings. We're seeing this way too often. A significant percentage of many of the cases that we're seeing, particularly involving kids and gun violence, there's a good percentage, probably somewhere in the 15% that are accidental gun shootings like this.
Yeah, and a lot of these shootings are happening in the community. I mean, this is what I'm suspecting. For one, we're not teaching the children gun safety. We're teaching the kids gun irresponsibility, especially when you got these kids and they're watching music videos and they playing with the guns like they're toys. Okay, so that's one thing. And yeah, he's 7 years old, but I guarantee he's watching all of the music videos. Okay, because these kids get into the drill music a lot sooner than you would think. The mothers are playing it while they're pregnant. And it appears he was with the father this time. And the father's definitely playing it around the kid. I mean, so the kid knows what's going on. All right. The kid knows exactly what's going on.
And it's too many, obviously.
Now, authorities confirm that 7-year-old died from the gunshot wound. Sources tell us that charges could be filed in this case, but it is still early in this investigation. Authorities really wanting to stress that point. If you have a gun in your house, to make sure there is a gun lock on that weapon. Now, we have team coverage coming up on this, both on Fox 2 and our sister station KPLR, so stay tuned for more information as it becomes available this evening. For now, in Berkeley, Patrick Clark, Fox 2 News.
7-year-old was accidentally shot and killed. Two families are dealing with tragedies. A 7-year-old was accidentally shot and killed in North St. Louis County. And then hours later in Belleville, a 5-year-old shot in the face.
Damn.
Fox 2's Callista Matrician spoke with the father who lost his son in Berkeley.
I watched the moments tears fell from that father's face after losing his 7-year-old. Now just feet away from us, the scene of a 5-year-old shot in the face.
I feel like he don't deserve it. It should just been me instead of him.
A 7-year-old dead and a father in mourning. All the cause of a gun left inside this white truck Monday morning.
You know, and She said she saw the tears run down his face. Them joints must have dried up quick because, bro, you know, he straightened up real fast. So, very tragic situation. But, I mean, 2 kids within a couple hours. I mean, guys, what are we doing in the community?
There's a lot of police cars.
Asia Shern wasn't the only neighbor taking notice of what a trigger can do. Over in Belleville on South 88th Street, crime scene tape was rolled out around 7 p.m. after reports came in that a 5-year-old was shot in the face.
Damn.
I heard screams, and I walked outside, and I looked and didn't see anybody, so I went back in.
And I told you guys, doesn't matter, women, children, these super gremlins are on demon time. And I could see, you know, that it could be op culture. It could be some of that going on here. The father could have had ops. I don't know. But they could have slid on the block and, you know, aired it out. And then he was just there. So many different things could have happened. But obviously, the community is extremely sick. And it just seems like there's nothing you can really do about it.
But I didn't know what happened.
Tamara Caldwell and neighbor Vanessa Stellern live right down the street.
There's always 3 or 4 little children that are in the front yard playing together.
Detectives on scene in Belleville aren't saying much, but neighbors said an ambulance was at the house.
We all hurt.
Back in Berkeley, the father of the little boy killed Monday said the child's grandfather was watching the young boy before he made his way outside to the unlocked truck and found the gun in the front seat.
This is a problem.
Wow, so he found the strap in the truck. Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Huge problem. Definitely a very unfortunate event. A lot of negligence going on in the community. Like I've said, know where your kids are at, know where your strap is at, and keep them very far away from each other. And then also teach them about gun safety at a very young age so that if they do happen to stumble across a strap, they, oh, okay, you know, I know that's a gun. My daddy said don't play with guns. You know, and he's taking me out to shoot or whatever. I don't know. I mean, 7 years old, 5 years old, pretty young to do anything like that. But I mean, at least educate and say, hey, this is something you don't play with. Man, it's crazy.
With respect to what we're seeing with not only gun violence, but even accidental gun shootings. We're seeing this way too often.
St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell also says local government needs more say.
You know, when we see a situation like this, especially with a child, it's just unimaginable what this family and loved ones are going through.
In tears over the loss of his 7-year-old, Macon says his heart weighs heavy, and so does his son's spirit.
I just want to say, everybody, my son his body might not be in my presence, but I do know he's in my heart. He's always going to be in my heart.
In Belleville, Callista Matrician, Fox 2 News.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Nigga. Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
Tonight, a family in Berkeley is mourning the loss of their 7-year-old son after he was shot and killed inside a truck. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. The shooting happened this morning at an apartment complex on Larry Lane. Our Justina Cornell joins us live from the Berkeley Police Department with the latest developments. Justina.
Yeah, we spoke to police earlier today, and they could only provide so many details, but they do believe that this shooting was an accident. Now, a call to police went out at 10:20 this morning on the 6700 block of Larry Lane. We're told a 7-year-old boy died inside a pickup truck. Now, due to the investigation, police couldn't say if the child was alone in the car or not, or explain why he was in the car in the first place. Now, they did say family was nearby. While at the scene shortly before noon, St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney Wesley Abell arrived to the scene. Bell said this shooting is tragic and this is a problem. Bell explained more work needs to be done to address gun violence.
This is something that we absolutely have to address. You know, like I said, we've seen at least 15% or so that are accidental, and honestly, one is too many. When we see a situation like this, especially with a child, it's just unimaginable what this family and loved ones are going through. So obviously, our prayers are with them.
Just last week, St. Louis County Councilwoman Shalonda Webb said that she would be proposing a piece of legislation addressing gun violence by the end of the year. As far as the shooting, as soon as we learn more information, we'll make sure to update you on our website, kck.com. Reporting in St. Louis County, Justina Cornell, 5 on your side.
We begin here at 5 o'clock in North County, where weapons left in the open continue to lead to deadly consequences.
Tonight, St. Louis County police are trying to figure out how a young boy died after ending up in a truck with a loaded gun parked outside an apartment in North County.
Now, this happened at the Mint Townhomes in Berkeley, just off of Hanley and Frost Avenue. In fact, News 4's Deon Broxton was first on that scene today. He joins us now live at 5 after hearing from the county prosecutor about this latest shooting that, honestly, Deon, has just become an all too common issue in the region.
Lauren, we just learned from the St. Louis County Prosecutor's Office that that boy just turned 7 years old. We know that incident happened inside a white Ford F-150 that was parked right here, but it is now gone. But one thing that authorities aren't telling us, if an adult was in the vehicle when the shooting happened.
It's a tragedy for a child to lose their life.
Daryl Chunell was visiting friends at the Mint Townhomes in Berkeley Monday when he stumbled onto this scene. St. Louis County Police say a 6-year-old boy died from a gunshot wound in this Ford F-150. Some in the area think the child accidentally shot himself.
As long as the child got access to something, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna play with it, they're gonna bother it, you know, they're gonna test.
Yeah, I mean, Communitas is definitely negligent when it comes to the firearms. Just a very sad situation. It looks like somebody is gonna have to be held responsible. So it's wild.
Test it out, see what it is.
This is a problem.
But the county's prosecuting attorney won't say that right now.
This was an accidental shooting. It appears that it's still an ongoing investigation.
Wesley Bell says shootings are becoming way too common in the region.
What we have seen is crime in general decreasing, but what we've seen is an increase in crimes involving guns.
Bell says legislation at all levels of government can slow some of these incidents, but he acknowledges Jefferson City Republican lawmakers will get in the way.
Obviously, I'm a supporter that, you know, local government should be able to have more say-so.
Bell points to St. Louis City's new gun legislation restricting access and proposals in county council. Others say gun owners just need to be more responsible if that's the case with this deadly shooting.
Somebody being careless and leaving a firearm out, you know, for a child to get a hold of. Keep them locked up from them so they ain't got access to them.
Again, we learned that that boy is not 6 years old. He just turned 7 years old. Now, Wesley Bell did say if charges do come in this case, we will know pretty soon. Now, 2 teens have died so far this year in unincorporated St. Louis County. Both of those victims were 17 years old. Live in Berkeley, Deon Broxton, News 4.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.